Have you ever felt stressed or overwhelmed and then gotten completely annoyed when somebody chimed in with, "Hey, just take a deep breath"? Hi, I'm Dr. Neha, author of TalkRx, and today you're going to learn about a very underutilized yet extremely powerful tool called soft belly breathing. So I didn't learn about this in medical school. In medical school, I learned about the science of the body and of the lungs. But I never had it all come together and teach me on a practical level how I use this soft belly breathing tool to decrease my stress levels in my everyday life. Now, let me tell you a little bit about how this works. First of all, the physiology of your body, right? We walk around in our everyday lives and we're saying like, "Hey, could you get me this? Yeah, I'll be there in 10. Oh, sorry about that." And we're talking in short sentences and we're barely taking in a breath. So it might be this much of our lungs that we're using. Now, in reality, what physiology did teach me is that our lungs actually take up as much of the space in our chest as our rib cage does. So just take a moment to kind of just feel that border, that outline of your rib cage, because that's how big your lungs are. So where does the best oxygen exchange occur? Well, it's at the bases of our lungs. So you can see how when you're running around in your busy day, you are not utilizing your lungs in the way that they can best serve you and get oxygen to your brain for creative thinking and to the rest of your body. Now, you might feel that when you go running or do yoga or do something of an athletic sort. But in your everyday life, you're not utilizing your lungs in the way that you could. So the way that I saw this in the hospital was my patients would come in and they were always afraid. Many of them, they thought they might die. They were so worried about some symptom that they had. So in their anxiety, they would do the opposite of what I'm going to teach you today. They would do something I refer to as anxiety breathing or panic breathing. And what that is they would take a deep breath in and contract every part of their rib cage, and then as they exhaled, they would let it all out. So they would be doing this. "Yeah, doc, I am breathing, see?" And they would start getting really lightheaded and even more worried and more panicked. So what I did was I would sit down next to them and I would teach them what I'm about to teach you in 5 simple steps. You're going to know how, when you start to feel uncomfortable in your body, how to manage yourself, manage your emotions, and you're going to use this even when, the moment you hear somebody in a room taking credit for what it was you did, or somebody says something and you feel that stress response happening, this is what you do. Instead of doing the panic breathing, which most people do, or stopping breathing, which is another thing they do, you're going to do this. Step number 1, I need you to just allow yourself to have gravity bring your shoulders down, okay? And step 2, I want you to take your abdomen. I'm going to turn sideways here, okay? And I'm going to have you place your hand on your abdomen. That's step 2. Step 3 is that you're going to relax your belly. Now, ladies, I know that our society doesn't let us get away with that. In fact, we've created things like Spanx to help suck it all in, right? But in this moment, I want you to just allow your belly to be soft. Because when your belly is soft, the rest of your muscles relax. So your hands on your abdomen, your belly's soft, and step 3 is you're now taking a nice deep breath in and you're going to completely fill your lungs with air. So much so that your hand moves outward. Step 4 is that you're going to exhale and your belly button is going to move back towards your spine. And step 5 is that we're going to repeat that 3 times together. So here we go. And another breath. And one more time. A nice, soft, deep belly breath in, letting your hand move out, and an exhale where your hand and your belly button move back towards your spine. Now just take a moment to notice how you feel. there might be a shift in your body. You might just notice a sense of calm, or you may not have noticed anything, and you might want to try a few more breaths. So soft belly breathing can be used anytime you start to feel tense in your body, you start to feel emotional, or you just want to get re-centered and grounded. It's a really simple tool, and the reason it works so well is, so our best oxygen exchange occurs at the bases of our lungs, right? Well, you have this thin umbrella-shaped muscle called your diaphragm, and it's located just below your lungs and above your stomach. Now, when you take those deep breaths we just did, what happens is the diaphragm actually flattens. And when it does, it triggers something called your vagus nerve, which triggers your relaxation system in your body. So that slows down your heart rate and gives you a sense of feeling calm. So listen, I have a lot of drugs that can do this for you and stimulate that system as well, but you have all the equipment inside you and it's free. You just gotta remember to use it. So in those counterintuitive moments when you're feeling stressed and stuck, just slow down, let your shoulders down, relax your belly, and take a few soft, deep belly breaths. And I'd love to hear how that works for you.